I was editing this video and I realized that this is an absolute mess and I wanted to throw the whole thing away because it's not that good, let's be real. However, this was a recording that I wanted to keep because it's the memories of my first ever trip with Qantas, and I thought it was a waste to throw this in the bin because, yes, it's not that great, but it's great in terms of memories. So I decided to keep it. But in order to do that, I feel like we need some explanation of what's going on. Otherwise, you're gonna have no idea. You're not gonna understand anything. The clips jump from one day to the other without any context, and the updates update you on things, but without telling you what happened before. So there's literally no timeline. So me, editing Manganet, I'm going to walk you through what's happening in this vlog. For starters, there's this clip here that I recorded the night before the flight, and you cannot hear anything that I'm saying, so I'm not even gonna bother keeping the sound on the clip. But as you can see, I was in bed. I was staying in a crew house, which basically is this accommodation where you can book a room. It's like a house with multiple rooms. I think this one had 4 rooms, maybe 5, but only crew members can book a room there. So it's heavily discounted, way cheaper than the hotel, and there's no luxury in there, but it's cheap and it's what people use when they're commuting or if they have standbys or something and they need a last minute place to stay. Whatever it is, it's a place where crew members, both cabin crew and pilots, can stay for a night or two or three or however long you want, right? It's like an hotel except worse and cheaper. So I was staying there. I showed you the room tour, and then I went on the flight the next morning. There's literally no clips of me getting ready, of me getting on the flight. There's no clips of the hotel when I arrived. There's no clips of anything. So let's skip forward to a few hours later when I decided to talk to you again. Welcome to Perth, Australia. I just did my very first flight with Qantas, and I'm here in the hotel room. And I'm very tired. I've been awake for over 24 hours. It's currently 9 a.m. in the UK, 5 p.m. in here. I think 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Correct. It's 4 p.m. here. I didn't have any time to record anything on board or before the flight or anything. Everything was so rushed and I was so tired, and I'm obviously not wearing the uniform anymore because we got to the hotel and me and another 2 colleagues rushed out to get some food and then stopped at the supermarket as well to get some snacks for the room, because once I get to the room, especially after these very long, tiring flights, and I shower and I put on my pajamas, I'm not moving anymore. Let me show you a quick hotel room tour, but without me actually getting up from this chair. So there's a desk over there. There's a million bags. I have so many luggages because that's what I got from home, what I brought with me, and then when I got to the crew room, they actually gave me the Qantas luggages that I didn't have before. So inside this bag is another one of these toppers that I had for that bag. So that's the bag that I had from my previous airline, and I had a topper bag. So I brought those two on the trip with me, and then I got the crew room, and they gave me the Qantas ones. I have 4 bags with me. It's ridiculous. I thought I was traveling light, and apparently I'm not. Here's the bed. Has a cool wall decor actually. The bed is humongous and I'm sure I'm gonna sleep very well. There's a wardrobe there, and over there is a bathroom. This is not the hotel where we usually stay in Perth, apparently. It's been this one for the last few months because they were doing some constructions on our usual hotel, but I think we're gonna change to the hotel soon, so maybe next time I come to Perth I'll have a new hotel. Who knows? Anyway, I'm so tired and I don't know what to do because it's 4 p.m. and the whole crew is meeting around 5ish to watch the Queen's funeral. They got the hotel to provide us with the TV so we can all watch it together. That's in an hour-ish, but then the funeral only starts at 6ish, so that's 2 hours-ish. I don't know if I can stay awake this entire time. On that evening, I ended up indeed joining the crew to watch the Queen's funeral, and it was very emotional. It was over 4 hours that we were sitting in the lobby with the TV that the hotel arranged for us, and I didn't realize it had been that long until I got back to the room and there was an alarm clock on my nightstand, and I looked over and I was like, surely that's wrong. And then I confirmed with my phone and it wasn't wrong. It had been over 4 hours that we had been in there. I was absolutely exhausted. I haven't slept up until this point. after the flight, so I just stayed awake the whole time. I cried a little bit on the funeral as well. It was a mixture of the fact that the funeral was very sad with the fact that I was absolutely knackered from flying so many hours and being awake for so long. So after that, I basically had a shower, went into bed, and then I woke up at this time. It's half 3 a.m. and I just woke up. Well, no, I just woke up as in I simply woke up, but I've been awake for over half an hour trying to get back to sleep and it's not happening, even though I'm tired. So I guess this is the official return of the jet lag life, and I thought you'd need to know. I bought these biscuits in the supermarket the other day, butternut snap cookie arnott's. It's like, I don't want to say traditional Australian, but like those things that only exist in Australia. And they are good. I mean, the other day I opened the package to try and I ate an entire row. So that's how good they are. But then again, they're biscuits. It's not that hard to please me. And then there was literally no more updates from the entire day. But on that day, I eventually managed to go back to sleep. And after that, me and another colleague, the one that did the training course together with me, we decided to go check out this animal park rescue protection thing. I don't remember the name anymore, but here's a picture of the place we went to. So we took an Uber there and we spent a few hours and it was great. I recorded a few clips there with my phone, but not a vlog style, just literally a few clips of the animals. I'm gonna put them now on the screen, but if you are not interested, it's literally just clips of the animals in there. If you are not interested, skip to this timestamp here and it will get you to the next update. If not, enjoy the animals. There was lots of things that we don't have in Europe, and there was this big area where they had kangaroos that were just free, as in like it had big fences around, but you had to go through a gate to get to that big fenced area. So technically they were roaming free in there, and there was so many of them and it was amazing. We managed to see a few of them in the pouches and we waited for ages to see if we could see one popping out, but we didn't. But I have clips on my phone that are like 15 minutes long because I was like, they're gonna pop out and I'm gonna get it on video. Spoiler, I didn't.
Occasionally, I need to breathe. Stop me for a second, I got needs. Occasionally, I set them free. Don't hold me back now, I'm in the lead. This part, so cold life. This part, so cold life. What a time to be alive. Lately, I've been dancing on my own so bravely. Steady steps on the ground, hate me, but I ain't never coming down, never coming down. Cause lately, I've been dancing on my own so bravely. Another round on my mind, hate me, but I ain't never coming down, never coming down. I'm never coming down, never coming down. Before I knew it, I was hurt by some stupid thing I overheard. I never built a wall to shut it all out, but now it's even made of concrete. This part, so cold life. This part, so cold life. What a time to be alive. Lately, I've been dancing on my own so bravely. Steady steps on the ground, hate me, but I ain't never coming down, never coming down. Cause lately, I've been dancing on my own so bravely. Another round on my mind, hate me, but I ain't never coming down, never coming down. I'm never coming down, never coming down. Cause I'm getting stronger. Cause I'm getting stronger. Lately, I've been dancing on my own so bravely. Steady steps on the ground, hate me, never coming down.
I just realized that I never gave you an update. And for some reason, it's almost 5 a.m. now, and I've decided, you know what, it's a great time to give you an update. As you can see, I'm in a hotel room that is different than the room I was before. And that was because today, well, no, yesterday, we checked out and we were gonna do the return flight back to London. So we got dressed, we went to the bus, we went to the terminal, went through security, checked in our bags, all of that, got on the plane, did our security checks. Then we were told we were gonna have a 1 to 1.5 hours delay because there was something wrong with the wing on the aircraft and they were fixing it. And then an hour later, we were told that they couldn't fix it because they don't have the piece to fix it, and Boeing said we're not allowed to fly with the aircraft like that. So the flight got cancelled. And we came back to the hotel, and the whole process, it took forever. It was still nice, the fact that we had that delay expected, because before we knew the flight had been cancelled, we took some pictures as the crew, and I got some pictures of myself as well, which was really nice, because on the way here I didn't really get a chance to take pictures of myself. And I don't often take pictures or get pictures taken of me on the plane, and given that this was my first trip, obviously I wanted the picture taken for future memories to come. Anyway, then we had to wait for the hotel to be arranged and for our transport to be arranged, and all of the passengers were still at the gate. Oh, that was a good thing, we didn't have passengers on board when the flight got cancelled, so we didn't have to deal with that. That was really good. And then the bags took forever to be delivered in the carousel, so we had to wait like, I don't know, another hour for that. And then the bus was not arriving, then turns out we didn't have a bus to take us to the hotel, so the company arranged some taxis to bring us in. Then we got in, then at least the rooms were ready straight away, but then my room had like a faulty ceiling panel, so you could hear some sort of vibration, and it was so loud, and anyway I couldn't sleep like that, so I went down to the reception. Luckily they had another room, so they just changed it. That was like pretty smooth. I got a pizza from room service and had the most amazing shower. I washed my hair, and you know how I say that for me, when I wash my hair in the shower, that's probably the equivalent to other people having a bath. I hate baths. I don't know why, but I hate baths. Baths. I hate baths. How do you say that word? Bath. Baths. I don't know how to say it. Anyway, so it was super good and relaxing. And now I've just been watching videos on YouTube for like the last 3 or 4 hours. And that is good because I didn't want to sleep straight away, because our pickup now is tomorrow at 7 p.m, something like that. So I have to start getting ready around 6, maybe a little bit before. So obviously I didn't want to sleep at normal times, because then I would sleep the whole night and then wake up at like lunchtime, and then I have the whole afternoon to wait around, and then by the time I get on the plane I would be tired. And also yesterday I was asleep the whole day, because I slept from 11 to 3 a.m, then I was awake from 3 a.m to 7 something, which was great, and then I just slept from 7 something until 4 something when my alarm rang, and it was great. So I'm wide awake because I was very well prepared to spend 19 hours awake working on the flight. So I'm just very much awake, and I decided I needed to give you an update. And it's really interesting. I don't think in all the many long haul flights that I did throughout the years, I don't think I've ever had a flight that got cancelled and that we had to go back to the hotel. I've had several delays, some bigger than the others. I've had huge delays. I've had to wait around in the airport for ages. I've had flights being cancelled while we were in the hotel, and then we would either be given a few more hours rests. And I think I had like maybe 2 where the flight actually got cancelled and we got put on a flight as passengers like the following day or something. But I don't think I've ever had a flight where we go to the hotel, to the airport, and then back to the hotel, which is very interesting, you know. And it's funny that it's literally my first trip with Qantas, and it's lovely. And I'm wide awake, and I don't know what to do. I have a book in my bag, and I'm considering, should I start reading now? Alright guys, it's time to try this again. I'm all packed, ready to go. Let's see if it's actually gonna happen today. The flight has been delayed 3 times already. It was the big delay. There was 2 more delays after that. So hopefully the plane is gonna be ready by the time we get there, because I don't really wanna have to stand in the plane for too long. Even worse if I have passengers. But fingers crossed. I'm really excited. We're landing on Friday morning now, so 24 hours late. Let's see what happens, and I'll keep you posted. And then I never updated you again, ever. in this vlog. So we did manage to go back to the UK on that day, on the second flight. Our flight ended up being, I think it was 26 hours delayed in total from the original scheduled departure. But on that day when we went to the airport, everything was fine and working. We boarded the passengers. The passengers were lovely and they were so understandable that the flight was delayed because we wanted to make sure the aircraft was safe to fly. So everyone was just appreciative of that. Even people who had like weddings and things to go to, or people who were connecting to other flights and they lost those connections, everyone was just so okay, which really impressed me because from my past year's experience, people are never that okay. So I was really impressed with how lovely everyone was. But that was the end of my first ever trip with Kwanas. I know that this video is a mess and it was all over the place, but I hope that you somehow enjoyed, and I hope you are enjoying our Sunday videos. If you have any suggestions or anything that you'd like to see, then definitely let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see you next Sunday.